Whoa, before this video even begins, I notice most of my viewers aren't even subscribed, so what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos, and also smash the like button for good measure. Anyway, enjoy the video!
Da 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 da.
About staging. Right, actually one thing I do want to mention is my little table.
Yeah.
Which I'll bring over here.
Okay, cool.
Of all of the basically the averaging positions. What I will do, grab this. There you go, a little bit of a table. Okay. Right, you're not going to see much, I will admit, but this is a table showcasing the best positions to be in from. Basically, I took a tally, and I'll go over here first. A tally of 2008, since the double semi-finals were produced or introduced, all the way up until last year. Obviously, minus 2020 because there wasn't one. Yeah. But I've taken all of the running order and their respective positions and all of the contests from semi-finals, both semi-finals and the grand final, and did basically a total average position of where they ended up. So the shorter the number, the better the chances of going well in that particular running order. The bigger the number, the worse. You get the idea with that. The same goes for semi-final 1 and semi-final 2. But if I don't even notice, there are a few non-applicable positions because obviously not every single year featured 19 countries, 18 countries, 16 countries and stuff like that. Yeah. So what I did was separate tables, only showcasing the 25 positions for the grand final, 15 positions for the first semi-final and the second semi-final.
So,
for the second
on this then, what's the best position to perform at the win?
That's what I'm about to tell you. So we'll kick off with semi-final 1 first. I know you've probably already seen the grand final, but there you go. So for semi-final 1, the best position to be in is number 9, which, from my reckoning, that honour goes to Israel.
So well, they're going to qualify anyway.
Israel are arguably going to qualify.
Yeah.
Then there's number 14 with an average of 7.21. Position number 9 had an average of 6.5 in terms of the position. So the shorter the number, the better your odds.
Yeah.
Position 14 was second best. Currently in position 14 is the Netherlands,
which we don't think is going to
qualify. Yeah. So the Netherlands have a chance, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, it's a good place in the running order, to be fair.
It is. The next up is position number 12, which belongs to Azerbaijan. So 2 of the countries which we don't think is going to qualify are arguably one of the better positions.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And I'm sure a lot of you are probably unsurprised by this, but the 3 weakest ones are, well, I don't know if you can see, well, I'll swap them over so you can see the 3 weakest ones. Let me do that bit. So the top 3 are the 3 weakest ones. So the worst is position number 2. Probably not a huge brainer.
Yeah, and no song in the history of Eurovision has ever won performed second.
But countries have qualified from position number 2 in the semi-final.
In qualifying, that's fine. But when it comes to winning, if you're on the night of the final, if you perform position 2, you're not going to win.
Yeah, because Sweden's position number 11, which I will come to next.
Yeah.
Sweden are in position number 11 for the first semi-final, and that's the second worst when it comes to qualifying.
But they're going to qualify, though.
I mean, I don't know whether we sabotage them on purpose, but there you go.
Yeah.
The third worst I should point out is position number 3, which is with Serbia. That's all I will say. But yeah, that's for the first semi-final. Now, will the trend continue as far as the second semi-final is concerned? I can tell you more or less. Well, it's an interesting sort of set of results. So for the second semi-final, it's best to have positions 13, 8 and 14.
Yeah.
For the second semi-final, position 13 is occupied by Austria, which I think is going to qualify.
Yeah.
Position number 8, which is second best, is occupied by Greece.
Well, they're not going to qualify.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. Whereas position number 14, like the first semi-final, is occupied by Albania. Now, I should stress a lot of these positions, I wouldn't go by them all the time. Is this televote only? No, this includes the jurors as well. It basically goes by the total positions that they've been in each of the semi-finals. But when it comes to
televote only in the semi-finals, beware, it's going to favour Eastern Europe.
Probably. We shall see.
Because that's what happened in the last time. It was
the semi-finals are televote only in terms of all this. But in terms of all the history that you've seen all around here, this is the average positions they finished in with combination of juries and televote. But the 3 worst positions going by this position, let me just give it a bit of a swap. So the 3 worst are 3, 5 and 10. Position number 3 is occupied by Romania. Oof.
Yeah.
Position number 5 is occupied by Belgium, so I think that could be a good standing for them not qualify.
Yeah.
And position number 10
is Slovenia.
Ouch.
But that's going to qualify.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't, because as you can see with some of these some of the past years, we've had 18 countries, 17 countries, 19 countries in some semi-finals. So the positions that they've reflected in those particular years, take with a tiny bit of a pinch of salt in terms of how they're moved. So this is a rough estimate of how each of those positions have done, but take it with a rough estimate.
Yes.
It's not like guaranteed. No. I'm not suggesting for a minute that the top 10 best or the top 10 lowest total average. Which
again, it doesn't take into account song quality or anything.
No. It just takes into account where they're positioned and how that particular country's done. But it does make for interesting reading.
So what is the best position to win from in the final?
That's what I'm about to reveal to you all. The top 3 positions are position number 20.
Yeah.
Which last year was occupied by Sweden. Yeah. Memory serves me right. The second best is 24, which I think Italy won with, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
They did. Then is position number 11, which got victories with Austria and Amo Pelos Dios with Portugal in 2017.
Best position in the first half then, 11.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say the best position in the first half. For Slovenia will qualify for sure. I think it should. The worst positions
number 2, obviously.
Yeah, it is. It's absolute. The stats don't lie. Since 2008, position number 2 has been dire as far as.
Well, no, and that's in Eurovision history. No one has ever won performing second.
But no, but this goes by the semi-final, grand final.
I think there's actually a few numbers that have never won. I think there's 2. I think 16. I think that's another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the 4th worst. I can tell you that much.
I know Brotherhood of Man won coming first.
Mm-hmm. But position number 1 hasn't done too well over the since 2008 at the very least.
No.
Yeah, position number 2, very bad. But the only one.
I don't think anyone's won performing last either. I'm not entirely sure on that.
I'll tell you about last in a minute, but, well, the last position
I can tell...
Hello, Nicholas, how you doing? But the last position I can tell you, which in this case would be number 25, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th best, as far as that is concerned. But yeah, the only exception to position number 2 was in 2011, and I'm trying to remember who came 6th in 2011, and I'm really struggling out of my brain with that.
Look it up.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to look it up.
Yeah, I know it was the year Azerbaijan won.
Position number 2 that year in the final was Bosnia and Herzegovina.
With Love in Rewind.
That was the only exception to the rule.
Oh, wow.
But otherwise, position number 2 has done dire.
Yeah.
And that's about it for all of that.